And here's our number 1 through 5. Of course, number 1 is the trader formerly known as cannot say the name. So just anonymous.
Anonymous.
Who else is up here? Top
Damn,
4 didn't
Isaac's
change from
4th?
yesterday.
Whoa, 4 and 5.
Dakota.
Isaac's there.
Dakota's 5. So we have Isaac, who's been with Topstep for 10 years. Isaac trading. Well, you've been on and off with Topstep for 10 years, I believe. 8, 5, 6, somewhere in there. Dakota, Coach Dakota at Topstep.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hmm.
man. Dude, your guys' team is going to be anonymous, and then, dude, we're in trouble, Michael. We
Yeah,
are
the
in
I'm
Utah
trouble.
stoked for
Stallion
that.
himself.
I'm really excited to talk about this person. Coach DBA. Let's pull up a trading card for Coach DBA. Coach Dakota, one of our coaches here at Topstep, has been effing crushing it in their express funded accounts. They had 3 of them. We called Dakota up to live yesterday. He's going to be starting his live account with a very large, healthy account balance. I talked to him this morning. I talked to him last night, actually, as well. And he's not going to be taking any payouts right now. He's a big trader, as you can see on these metrics for the trading cards here. And he's going to leave himself a nice cushion because he wants to continue being featured, maintaining his spot on the leaderboard. I believe he's number 6 on the leaderboard right now. And just really, really great stuff out there. Don't know where he lives in Utah, which is why we just say somewhere in Utah here. But average daily P&L, $6,900. So every day he sits down at the computer and starts clicking the mouse, he's putting up $6,900. Now, granted, that was amongst 3 express funded accounts, which he had spent 9 short days in these XFAs. He's leveraging the trade copier. So all the metrics here are the metrics that span across those 3 trading accounts. So he's doing NASDAQ and crude oil. He's just been on a tear. He's been reaching out to me after almost every single one of his trading days saying, hey, look what I put up today. Look what I put up today. I'm like, yeah, this stuff looks pretty good. And I assumed early on we were probably going to be calling him up. But again, he got called up after 9 short trading days, which is very, very fast for our XFA to live call up process. But we didn't have much of a choice. He's on a tear. Look at the winning trades. He's right 3/4 of the time per trade, 70% winning trades, and that's translating to 78% winning days. Again, small sample size, not a lot of trading there, but just really good metrics in this short period of time. I heard he's also in 3 XFAs also from passing a trading combine the other day. And he's up like $18,000 in those other XFAs right now. So he's just stacking the cheddar today, getting that bread. Really good risk reward here, Robert. It's not often that I'm talking about 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 risk reward ratios, but Coach DBA has got a good risk reward. Per contract, he's making $560 on his winners, and per contract, he's only risking 230. So I really like that a lot. If you can have a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio and put up metrics on the winning trades like he's doing, magic happens. And that's what we on the risk team saw in these 9 days that he's been trading in this account. I know I had shared you on one of the channels with the trading cards, Robert. I don't know if you've had a chance as you were prepping to get in this, but I mentioned maybe take a look at his trade reports, because Hogue always looks at the trade reports and he looks at where these traders end the day as they're trading, if they're ending on a high water mark or a low water mark. Mm-hmm. Dakota is ending his days. Now, he's had a couple losing days, but I think only 2 losing days out of 9. He's ending his days on his high watermarks on every single winning day, which is really, really nice to see. I know Hogue would have a whole heck of a lot to say about that. But he's ending the day on his highs. Obviously, he's had good trades that he's been taking, and he's content with just exiting those trades. There was one day where he, his biggest winning day was it was just shy of $20,000. It was like 19,800 or 600. I can't recall. I looked at a lot of numbers this morning. And I kind of was thinking about Hogue there. I liked that a lot because so often many traders, as they get close to these big round numbers on the P&Ls, will say, oh, I got to hit that 20,000. I got to hit that 20,000. And just by him locking in those, the high water marks, it's not something that he's thinking. So, I see a lot of maturity there just in looking at the high water marks. And, he's just got a good eye for markets. I also like very much so is the holding times. Throughout the course of these express funded accounts, his hold times on his winners are 1 hour long. So he's definitely catching a piece of the trend for the day. And his hold times on his losses are only 30 minutes. So because he has trading size, that daily loss limit has gotten hit in short order. But even with 30-minute hold times on your losing trades, that's, someone who's got a higher time frame idea in mind. And, I've always said it, when you have these higher time frame ideas in mind and catching a piece of the trend for the day, that's where you really see the bigger average daily P&Ls, because they're taking a big bite out of the market, a big chomp, as opposed to, people who are scalping in and out or trading on shorter time frames. So I really like what I see out of Dakota. I've listened to some of his stuff, and for those of you that are impressed with what I'm showing and talking about on this trading card with Coach DBA, he's going to be on this upcoming Friday right after Shoulder Tap at 11 a.m. Central Time. So do tune in, and I'm looking forward to keeping that one on after I hop off this segment and hear what he has to say. So big shout out to Dakota.
100%, Mick. I'm going to add one quick thing on there. I don't think you can see a better trading card than this. You hit the nail right on the head. You have a good risk-reward ratio, 2-to-1 or better, with 78% winning days and 70% winning trades. Man, how do you do that? I was looking at this and I'm like, man, he's a coach, right? And I'm a coach too. So if he came to me for coaching, I would say, what can you show me? Because he's just hitting this spot on every single time. I remember several months ago, it used to be he and I'm a night owl, he's a night owl. We would go back and forth in Discord. I shouldn't say back and forth. We had discussions in Discord because we're in the same mindset. And he was just absolutely killing it back then, and he's killing it even more now. I cannot say enough about this this coach here, Coach Dakota. Way to go. Kudos, congratulations all around. And this is a model of excellence right here if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and like you were saying, great person to bounce ideas off of and have conversations with. You always want to be talking to people that know more than you or smarter than you. And that's not to say that you can't have two great minds, bouncing ideas and learning off each other, because we're all trading different strategies in different products on different time frames. So it's always good to, hey, what are you looking at? Maybe you could, incorporate some of what Dakota's doing in your trading. Maybe he would incorporate some of what you're doing in your trading. We want to, just like, when you're formulating an opinion, you want to take a bunch of information, narrow it down, weed out some of the crap, and formulate your own opinion. Trading strategies are no different. Or if you have multiple trading strategies, AKA profit centers, you want to get a bunch of different ideas and then compress them into, what fits your personality, what fits your style, because it's not, everybody's different. And that's one of the great things about Topstep is we have a ton of different talent working in different areas of the market, taking advantage of different opportunities in the market. So, for those of you out there, listening, Dakota's a resource that you have available at your fingertips, and he's lights out. He's been lights out. So do seek him out and look into, following him and listening to him, because there's a lot of good information that he has to share. And, as a coach, that's one of his main roles is sharing of that information and helping our traders get better. He's one of the good ones that you can learn from to make yourself better. So I encourage everybody to do that.